Uzbekistan has taken a bold step by declaring 2025 the year of environmental protection and the green economy. This reflects your commitment to a resource-saving green development model, one that harmonizes economic growth with ecological resilience. At the heart of this vision lies a simple truth: land, humanity's lifeline. Land is the provider of the food we eat, the water we drink, the source of the fiber that clothes us. Land sustains economies and societies. Climate change and land degradation are intertwined and are part of the serious environmental challenges threatening humanity's existence. They are dramatically reshaping our life, wreaking havoc to our economies. The science is clear. 40% of productive land is already degraded, threatening food security, biodiversity, and the livelihoods of millions, particularly those most vulnerable, such as indigenous peoples and rural communities. Make no mistake, land degradation drives forced migration, amplifies conflicts, affects our health and our wealth. Healthy land, however, stores carbon, regulates water cycles, and supports biodiversity. It enhances human and environmental resilience to cope with the expected impacts of climate change. Not far from here is the Aral Sea, a poignant reminder of the challenges we are facing. Once the fourth largest freshwater lake in the world, it has shrunk to a fraction of its original size, leaving behind a vast sandy salt desert known as the Aral Kum. The consequences of the drying of the Aral Sea have been devastating. Biodiversity has collapsed, with ecosystems irreversibly altered. Communities were forced to flee as livelihoods vanished. Sand and dust storms now carry salts and chemicals across borders, with serious consequences to agriculture and our health. The story of the Aral Sea is a stark reminder that when we neglect our land, we undermine our future. But it also teaches us that investing in sustainable land management is a positive response to multiple challenges, including climate change. As we speak, heroic efforts are ongoing. During my visit a bit more than a year ago, I saw millions of hectares of sturdy satsol shrubs being planted in the Aral deserts as a first line of defense against moving sand and the storms originating from the dried up seabed. In that regard, I also welcome the green development concept just announced by the President of Uzbekistan. The concept fits well with the conclusions of UNCCD COP16 held last December in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The environmental challenges we face know no borders. Just as the Aral Sea's shrinking affects entire regions, its recovery demands cooperation and solidarity, as healing the wound affecting the Aral Sea will have its geography. While restoration actions are local, security can never be contained by narrowly defined trade or travel restrictions. We need togetherness. No country, rich or small, rich or poor, large or small, issues alone. There is no substitute for multilateralism. Ladies and gentlemen, our land turns to dust, or we can act, transforming it into the foundation for life, prosperity, and resilience. Uzbekistan and this entire region have chosen the latter. I invite the world to join them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary General. And now I will switch back to Russian again. Дамы и господа, сегодняшняя встреча, несомненно, важный шаг для объединения международных